Okay, teachers, hello. Welcome back to another segment of Classroom Management by Design for the primary teacher. If you are new here, I am Lauren Zwiegen. I'm the founder of LessonPlanToolbox.com, where we help primary teachers master classroom management day in and day out. And what's coming up in 2025 is I have gone down this hole and passion of incorporating movement into classroom management. The body was made for motion. Our students were made for motion. So we are helping teachers to not only develop classroom management strategies unique to their situations. They tell us what they need. We come up with strategies to help them implement. We help them figure out the why the behavior is happening. But now we are also creating movement techniques for them to incorporate into their strategies, which have been working amazingly well. In fact, last week we just finished up our Movement to Mastery 5-day fitness classroom challenge, where they learn different movement strategies, fitness or classroom management strategies, movement routines to incorporate into their classrooms, also all while learning the why behind behaviors. So loving this so much. Getting ready to launch our app, our Movement to Mastery app, where you're literally building your lesson plan. You're building your lesson plan toolbox for your unique classroom needs, and strategies will be given to you, all while learning the movement techniques to go with it. So getting ready to launch that. So excited. But let's talk about this week's topic, this week's segment. It is so appropriate for this time of year, and you might think, oh, I know all this. I'm telling you, stick around. We're covering points that you might not think about. Our topic this week is all about staying healthy around all those germs in the classroom. And you know, and I know that this time of year is when, no matter how thoroughly you think you're doing, sometimes that little bug just gets you. So let's just go over some techniques, some lesser known facts that you might not be aware of, because we know as primary teachers, we know the joys of working with young learners, but they come with inevitable challenges such as germs. Between those sticky hands, the sneezes, the shared supplies, classrooms can feel like a breeding ground for illness. Staying healthy, it isn't just about avoiding a sick day. It's about showing up for your students and yourself with energy and confidence and trying to do it every day. So this week, we are going to explore actionable strategies to help you stay healthy around all of these germs. These are going to be simple, effective tips, but they're designed to fit into your day seamlessly, because I know you're busy and I want to make this as easy as possible on you. So let's get started, right? The first tip is you want to build a germ fighting routine, okay? You want to have a consistent hygiene routine. This is going to be your first line of defense against classroom germs. Those small daily habits are going to make a big difference in keeping sickness at bay. You want to prioritize hand washing. Hand washing is one of the easiest and most effective ways to stop the spread of germs. Make it a habit to wash your hands thoroughly with soap and warm water for at least 20 seconds. Teach your students to do the same thing. Have them use songs like Happy Birthday or singing the ABCs just to make it fun, and so they know they're doing it long enough, okay? Next thing you want to do is keep a hand sanitizer nearby. When soap and water aren't available, use a high-quality hand sanitizer which has at least 60% alcohol, and encourage your students to use it regularly, especially after they're coughing, they're sneezing, or they're touching shared objects. Use that sanitizer. The next thing you want to do is disinfect high-touch surfaces. Your desk, your doors, your classroom supplies. Those are your hot spots for germs. So you want to wipe them down daily with disinfectant wipes or some kind of spray. Consider adding this task to your end-of-the-day routine to ensure the clean slate for the next morning, and that way you don't have to rush around in the morning to get that done. The next thing we need to do is boost our immune system. Your immune system is your best ally in staying healthy. Supporting it with the right habits can help you fend off illnesses before they take hold. And it seems, I don't know why that's there, but That's okay. The next thing we want to do, it seems like that would be such a no-brainer, but take those vitamins, take your emergency, take some kind of vitamin C in, whether it's through an orange or orange juice, but get that vitamin C in. Next thing we need to do is stay hydrated. You want to drink water throughout the day to keep your body functioning at its best. Hydration helps flush out toxins, it keeps your energy levels steady, and it supports your immune system. So keep a refillable water bottle at your desk to remind yourself to drink it regularly. You might even have one where it's like the hourly one, so you know how much to be drinking. We want to eat immune boosting foods. Fuel your body with a diet rich in fruits and vegetables, whole grains. Foods like oranges and bell peppers and spinach and almonds are packed with vitamins and antioxidants that are going to strengthen your immune system. Do not forget to add a probiotic-rich foods. This could be your yogurt or kombucha, just to promote the gut health, which plays a significant role in immunity. Okay? Next one is my favorite one. Get plenty of sleep. Rest is crucial for your body to repair and recharge. We want to aim for 7 to 8 hours of good quality sleep each night to keep our immune system strong. Struggling to wind down after a busy day, then you want to try setting a bedtime routine that includes something like reading or meditating to signal your brain that it's time to rest. The next thing we need to do is we need to teach and model good hygiene practices to our students. Your students learn far more from your actions than your words. So modeling good hygiene is a key to creating a healthier classroom. Sneezing and coughing etiquette. Teach your students to sneeze or cough into their elbow or their hands even, but demonstrate this often and encourage them to practice it daily. You can even make it part of your morning routine or group activity, especially this time of year. Boys and girls, what do we do when we cough? What do we do when we sneeze? The other thing I encourage, and this one might be tricky depending on how you have your classroom set up, but no sharing of personal items. Not right now. Explain the importance of keeping items like water bottles and pencils, even, hats. Use the simple language and visuals to make the rule clear and memorable for younger students that these are our personal items. We're not sharing them. We're not spreading our germs this way, okay? I highly recommend that you post visual reminders. Have bright, colorful posters about hand washing, sneezing etiquette, and just general germ prevention to serve as constant reminders for both you and your students. Place them near sinks if you have a sink in your classroom, or restrooms, or just around shared spaces. The next thing we want to do is we want to create a healthier classroom environment. How do we do this? The physical setup of your classroom can also impact your exposure to germs. So here's just an idea of how you can make your environment work for you. First, we want to ventilate the room. Good airflow reduces the concentration of airborne germs. So if you can open windows or use fans to keep the air circulating, if your school allows, you might add an air purifier to your classroom for just that added protection. The next thing we want to do is organize shared supplies. So provide individual sets of frequently used supplies like your pencils and your scissors to reduce the need of sharing. If that's not possible, then you are cleaning those items regularly. You would use labeled bins for clean items and used items just so you know what to disinfect at the end of the day. The next thing I'm going to suggest is when it's possible to use germ-resistant materials, okay? So when it's possible, opt for supplies and classroom materials that are easy to clean or naturally resistant to germs. Plastic bins, laminated posters, and vinyl seating are easier to sanitize than like porous materials, okay? The next thing we want to practice is self-care to stay resilient. And I know this is like one of those words that would make me cringe in the classroom, like, oh, self-care, self-care, self-care. I don't have time for that, but it's so important because staying healthy, it's not just about avoiding germs, it's also about taking care of yourself. So you're better equipped to handle the demands of teaching. Take breaks. Teaching is a physically and mentally demanding job. Regular breaks are essential. Even 5 minutes to stretch or breathe or step outside can make such a big difference in reducing your stress and boosting your energy, even in this cold weather. This one you knew was going to be in here, right? Incorporate movement. Physical activity supports your immune system and it helps manage stress. You don't need to commit to long workouts. Simple activities like a brisk walk, a yoga session, even dancing with your students during transitions, using our movement patterns that we've talked so much about. Use our strategies. Those 2 to 3 minute intervals of getting your blood flowing and that oxygen flowing through your body are going to make a big difference, even for your immunity. And then this one is lesser known, but practice gratitude. A positive mindset can strengthen your resilience. So just take a moment each day to reflect on something you're grateful for, whether it's a kind student interaction, a supportive colleague, or some type of small classroom success. But you also need to know when to rest. It's tempting to push through when you are feeling under the weather. Trust me, I've done it many a times. But rest is critical to recovery. So taking a sick day when needed, it not only helps you to heal faster, but you're also going to prevent spreading the germs to your students and your colleagues. To do this, though, you're probably going to have to plan ahead for a substitute. Have a folder with lesson plans and classroom routines ready to go so you can take a sick day without added stress. And we're going to dive deeper into that topic next week. The next thing we want to do, and this one might feel uncomfortable, but it's super important and it might not be something you think about, but you want to communicate with parents. If you notice a trend of illnesses in your classroom, keep your parents informed. Encourage them to keep their children home when they're sick to minimize the spread of germs. Encourage them to talk to their children about washing hands and following all those hygiene procedures, okay? I say all this because staying healthy as a teacher requires a proactive approach to hygiene. It requires a proactive approach to immune support and self-care. But by building these strong habits and modeling good practices for your students and taking time for yourself, you are going to reduce your exposure to germs and you are going to create that thriving classroom environment. Your health is a priority not just for you, but for the students who rely on your energy and your guidance and who love you so much each and every day. So here's to a healthy and happy school year, and keep those germs away. Okay, I would love to hear from you. If you have any topics or ideas you would like me to cover, feel free to reach out to me. I am on Instagram at the handle Classroom Management for Primary. You could also email me, lessonplantoolbox44119@gmail.com. Lessonplantoolbox, all one word, 44119@gmail.com. If you have a topic you want me to cover in these weekly classroom management by design for the primary teacher segments, I am more than happy to do so. I'm hoping you're getting my energy. I am so excited for my signature classroom management program, Movement to Mastery, where we are getting the movement into the classrooms. So important for our students, so important for our teachers, so important for the overall mental and emotional health and regulation for our students. So that is where we're headed. I cannot wait to share more about this journey, especially as more and more teachers join in on our app experience. They literally pick up their phones, they tap the app, they tell us what they need, and within 24 to 48 hours, they are going to have individualized classroom strategies at their fingertips, incorporating movement and the why behind the behavior. So if you are interested in that at all, you are welcome to let me know about that too. I'm happy to have you. I am limiting the number of teachers in this round, especially because these are going to be my flagship teachers, my early adopter teachers, who really work with me closely one-on-one and tell me specifically what they need, how I can help them, and really get this app up and going for teachers. So you are going to have everything all in one place for you. The resources, the strategies, building your toolbox, right? You will have your own lesson plan toolbox, hence the name, letsplanttoolbox.com. And all of the things right there for you at your fingertips right in this app. So excited to go on this journey. All right, that's all for now. We will be back next week with, oh my gosh, next week's segment, I kind of touched on it. We are going to be talking about how to take a sick day and not feel guilty. Okay, you are definitely going to want to watch that. I don't care if you are a primary teacher, a junior high teacher, or a high school teacher, you are going to want to watch this segment. I didn't know which one to do first. It just kind of sequentially made sense to do this one first. And then next week we'll get into, okay, I'm sick. I need to take a day. What do I do? Okay, until next week, we'll see you soon. Teach, relax, repeat.